much. Again, we'd like to echo our best of luck to Shawn Michaels. And
no, wait a minute. You might like to add your best of luck. I think Vince is too worried about whether he had enough sleep last night. After Psycho Sid gets finished with him, I got a feeling he's going to be sleeping for a long time to come.
Should be a great matchup. The WWF title as Billy Gunn makes his way to the ring for one-on-one competition. The Smoking Guns are, as far as a team, are history.
Look at that shirt he has cut. Bart Gunn, his brother, out of his world.
Ladies and gentlemen, this morning, WWF Superstars is brought to you by Levi Strauss & Company. New Levi's wide leg jeans make room.
And by M&M chocolate candies. The milk chocolate melts in your mouth, not in your hand.
And by Lego. If you're crazy about building, you'll be crazy building like crazy. That's Lego Mania. I'm not doing too darn good reading this morning, am I? I'm thinking too much about the Survivor Series. I'm thinking about the tremendous athletic competition that we are going to see tonight on pay-per-view. But before we talk more about that, let's take you back to last Sunday morning here. Quite a tag team matchup. The Guns on opposing teams.
Bart Gunn and Freddie Joe Floyd against Billy Gunn and his partner T.L. Hopper, and Bart and Floyd won. It looked like Billy and Bart had made up. Billy trying to reconcile, but then he suckered his brother in and gave him the boot.
I've said it many times, more often than not, you can't trust a Texan. And this is going to be Billy Gunn and Bob Holly. And Bob Holly, who may be the most underrated athlete in the entire World Wrestling Federation, at least for my money, much like Johnny Rodz, who was inducted into the WWF Hall of Fame last night. Everybody said Johnny Rodz is so unpredictable. I also think Johnny Rodz generally was underrated here in the WWF.
Well, Holly has been underrated. I've had my eye on Holly for quite some time. He's got a lot of potential, a lot of talent. But in this case, Billy Gunn is on a roll. He's on a march, and I predict, as a great judge of talent, great things for Billy Gunn in the future.
Certainly these 8-man elimination tag matches are very, very dangerous, ladies and gentlemen, because of the potential mismatches that will exist. Not could, but probably will exist. 4 men on both teams. The match continues until one entire team, oh my, has been eliminated. Arm drag takeover. Look at the lightning quickness of Bob Holly. And the slightly deranged Billy Gunn has got to regroup here. He's probably still got Sonny on his mind.
If he's crazy like a fox, because Holly was mounting an offensive, and Billy Gunn knew when to get out of the ring and slow the tempo down. But look at Holly. That's against the rules.
Come on.
And it came back in his face.
I don't think a hair pull is a grounds for disqualification. Oh, what a hard clothesline by Billy Gunn here. Everybody is wondering, a lot of folks asked me last night, oh, there's a lateral press right there, but not good execution, not great technique by Billy Gunn. Couldn't hook the leg. Who's going to be the mystery partner tonight on pay-per-view? Who will join Savio Vega, Yokozuna, and the debuting Flash Funk on their team against Vader, your man, Razor Ramon, Diesel, and Farouk?
I've been trying to find out for the past couple of weeks. I don't have any idea. I can't even get a rumble from the rumor mill. All I know is I'm going to lead Vader to the ring, Farouk, Razor Ramon, and Diesel, and we plan on tromping through Savio Vega, Yokozuna, and Flash Funk. If they want to, it's New York City. Maybe they drug King Kong off the Empire State Building. I don't care. I just wish I knew who it was, because, you know, I hate to be kept in the dark about stuff.
Oh, I know you do. Of course, my sources have told me, and I talked about this on the WWF Superstar line early in the week, that the mystery partner apparently will be someone that is not currently on the WWF roster. So somebody from the outside. Guarantee you, they better be tough. They better be have that warrior mentality to be able to survive in this Survivor Series matchup. When you got Vader, Razor, Diesel, and Farouk, and by the way, Farouk's gonna have a brand new look tonight, I understand, from your pal Clarence Mason.
Yeah, well, Mason and I are gonna coexist outside, but by the way, have you noticed Billy Gunn has, meanwhile, while we've been talking about the mystery partner, been kicking the bejesus out of Bob Holly, which is exactly what he's going to do tonight to his brother. Can you imagine how happy he'd be if it was him and his whole team against just Bart Gunn tonight?
Well, I don't know. I know one thing, that we had just been informed that Stone Cold Steve Austin will be joining us live on this broadcast this morning from Madison Square Garden. And I tell you, I would hate for Steve Austin and Bret Hart to have some sort of altercation, which could happen before we go off the air here in about another 40 minutes or so.
I'll tell you, the WWF Superstars are filing into Madison Square Garden now, getting here early for the event tonight. You never know who's show is over. Wait a minute. Holly is trying to turn it around.
Bob Holly will fight you at the drop of a hat. And a reversal of the Irish whip, short knee right to the ribs of Billy Gunn. So Stone Cold is in the house. We're going to talk more about this mystery partner situation. We're going to talk more about the new tag team that'll be debuting tonight as well. Billy Gunn taking his time here. There's the neck breaker. He's wasting time. Wait a minute. What's going on? We'll be right back. And we're back, ladies and gentlemen. Billy Gunn maintaining the advantage on Bob Holly. Here's how he left you just moments ago. Quite a neck breaker by Billy Gunn.
A beautiful neck breaker, and Billy Gunn has kept the pressure on that affected area of the body by working on the chin lock during the break.
Bob Holly trying to mount some offense here now. And there's the cowboy boot right to the solar plexus. Will stop you dead in your tracks.
That was like a one-footed drop kick. He threw his whole body into it. Now, who's he saying, come here? What is he? Is he thinking Bart's watching him, or maybe he's trying to find Sonny? What's going on with Billy?
I think he's obsessed with Sonny. I don't think that Billy Gunn's that stable, quite frankly. Hard knee right to the face.
I'll tell you what, he has been deadly with those cowboy boots lately, including what we saw last week with Bart, where his brother's breath still smells like kiwi boot polish, and there's the boot again.
Flat of the boot to the face, and as a matter of fact, that's a legal maneuver, the flat of the foot, not the point of the toe.
Well, that hatchet-headed referee, Jack Doan, still trying to tell Billy Gunn that he's cheating, which, of course, I haven't seen him break a rule yet.
Well, we've seen a few of that. Oh, my! Inverted atomic drop will certainly get your attention. Deep in the heart of Texas. A right hand, and Billy Gunn's in trouble. Watch Bob Holly. Put an overdrive here. A hurricanrana. It's going to be. Bob Holly didn't go for the cover, and that may cost him.
Holly has exploded all of a sudden. You saw just earlier. He caught him with that hurricanrana. Took him over on his head. A beautiful drop kick.
Holly now going for the cover. The leg is hooked, and another near fall. Bob Holly, no pun intended, is in the driver's seat in this matchup.
He may be in the driver's seat now, but if he holds true to form, he's going to hit the wall before long.
Holly taking a chance, and Bob Holly took a chance going up top and was slammed right off the top. Not a real smart move for Bob Holly, quite frankly.
Billy Gunn's quick, but Holly is still pressing an advantage. He's dazed.
Bob Holly's got 3 or 4 near falls. Another swinging neck breaker. The second neck breaker administered to Bob Holly by Billy Gunn. And what's Billy Gunn? He can't utilize the sidewinder like the Smoking Guns used to do.
He's going up there for something anyway. Almost lost his balance. Is he taking too much time? He got him.
The big leg drop right off the top. And that'll be it. Well, ladies and gentlemen, Billy Gunn meets his brother Bart in tag team action on the free-for-all. Now let's take it to Todd Petty.